Hello again. Welcome back to these weekly reflections. In the past 2 weeks, I've been reflecting upon one aspect or the other of Lent. I reflected on prayer. Last week, reflected a little on fasting. Today, I'd like to reflect for a few minutes upon the third pillar of our Lenten practices, which is almsgiving, works of charity, works of mercy, which flow out of the first two. Because the more we grow in communion with God, and the more that we are empty ourselves of all that clutters our lives and our hearts, we are more apt to hear the cries of those who are around us, the needs of the people in our community, in our society. So almsgiving is what basically it's about outreach. It's reaching out to a person who suffers some kind of need. It's about going out of ourselves in order to attend to the needs of others. And the needs of others can be in society, or it could be some, like I said, sitting at the doorstep of our own home, or in our dorm, in our residence hall. I recall a conversation I had with a young Italian seminarian when I lived in Rome. He and his companions used to go out one evening a week into the cities of downtown Rome and would visit with the homeless. Now, many of the homeless in Rome sit and practically sleep also on the doorsteps, on the steps going up into the churches of Rome. And so he would go out every week and he would visit with the different homeless people he'd encounter. And one week he said, I'm going to take a pair of pants to this one man that I see all the time. So he came and he saw his friend sitting there on the doorsteps, and he sat down next to him. He said, "Here, I brought you a pair of pants I thought you might need." And the homeless man said to him, he said, "Giuseppe, other people can give me pants, but you give me something that no one else gives me. You sit down next to me, we talk, we visit together." This was more important to him than the material thing that Giuseppe was giving him. It reminds me of words of Pope Francis, who also said, almsgiving is not just about giving or throwing a coin into the cup of a beggar. It's about getting to know the person. It's about leaning over, looking them into the eye, ask them how they're doing, what is their name. It's about creating a relationship, about helping that person recognize his own worth, his dignity as a person, and not just as a beggar. So in this Lent, I think we are invited to have an outreach, to reach out, to give in an act of charity, work of mercy. But let's work on that aspect of it. Let's try to make it a personal encounter with another to help them recognize their dignity and their worth as a human being. It'll take us out of our comfort zone, but maybe that's our call this Lent. Thank you.